Hello everyone and welcome back to Danganronpa, where we have been insulted in the nicest way possible. So I mean, at least there's that. Alright. If I can just explain to them why the dolly must have been moved from the equipment room to the repository. They're still throwing new mechanics at me?
Apparently.
Let's talk about reloading. Start with this next bullet time battle. We're going to add one more ingredient to the recipe. On the bottom of the screen, underneath the tempo marker, you'll see your ammo count. Okay. Now it will cost you 1 bullet to destroy a single remark. Once you run out of bullets, you can't destroy any more statements no matter how locked on you are. However, you can reload by pressing the square button. You have to press the square button in time with the tempo marker. Basically, just remember that the square button now has a function along with X and triangle. Oh, but if your action difficulty is set to gentle, you won't have to reload at all.
Well, which I don't think we are.
No, I think we're on like normal.
Okay, I don't get it.
No.
Oh, it's this again.
You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic.
Why did that cost me 2 bullets?
Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you. You miserable wretch.
Okay, this isn't bad.
Okay.
I cannot agree. You are a fool. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst, you miserable wretch.
Reload.
You have it wrong. I cannot agree.
Wait, how do I get rid of this?
So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you. You miserable wretch. I cannot agree. You are a fool. Lies will get you nowhere.
Got her.
Cannot agree.
Shooter.
This should prove it.
Okay. It's just weird. I wasn't expecting to be doing that part yet.
If
Yeah, I
you're
wasn't
asking
either.
for proof that the dolly moved, I have it right here. When I found the dolly in the repository, one of the wheels had a blood stain on it. There was a pool of blood in the equipment room with a tire mark in it that matched the dolly wheel's tread. The killer probably rolled the dolly through the blood on accident as they wheeled the body out of the room. And as the blood dried on the tire, they moved the body into the repository. So there's my proof that the dolly was used to move Taka's body.
Jeez, does Celeste really hate me that much?
Well, anyway, that was just something we had to get out of the way. Let's get back to the main subject.
Yeah, the subject of how Robo Justice didn't do it. Because if it's not a killer robot, then... what kind of robot is it?
I'm not sure that really matters.
I love that we're having this
To
conversation.
explain why the occupant of the suit couldn't possibly be the killer. If you look back on how the body was transported, it will become immediately obvious.
Oh, I know. I think I got this. If I look at how the body was moved, it'll be clear why the person in the suit couldn't have done it. What does he mean by that?
You couldn't bend from the waist.
Yep. And that dolly didn't have, like, the...
Yeah.
like anything to push it by.
As we know, Taka was killed in the equipment room. And from there, the body was moved to the repository, correct?
Yeah, the culprit wrapped the body in the tarp, then loaded it onto the dolly and wheeled it off, right?
I think that's...
Keep in mind,
Right
the
there.
dolly doesn't have a handle.
Hold on.
Yeah, but even without a handle, all you'd have to do is bend
There we go.
over.
No, that's wrong.
Normally I let them play through, but that one, I got that one right off the bat.
You're absolutely right that you could push a dolly without a handle if you stoop down low. But if you were wearing that suit, do you think you could actually get into a position like that?
What do you mean?
Think back to what you said when we were all checking out the suit together, remember?
Right.
When
Can't
you're
bend
in
at the
that suit,
waist.
Not only can you not see your feet, but you can't even bend at the waist. Am I right about that?
Now that you mention it, yeah.
It seems like it'd be awfully hard to push that dolly if you couldn't bend over.
Well, what's to stop you from simply pushing the dolly with your feet?
When you can't even see your feet? You really think someone could kick the dolly all that way?
Yeah, it'd be totally impossible! Not that I can say for sure myself.
On top of that, if you were wearing such a rigid, cumbersome suit, it's very unlikely you would have the dexterity to go about wrapping the body in a tarp.
Well, I mean, isn't that just a matter of taking off the suit when you're ready to move the body?
There's absolutely no chance. You can't take it off by yourself, because remember, he needed
Yep.
help out of it. Once it's on, you can never take it off.
I got it! I don't think taking off the suit was an option. If you remember,
Yeah, you couldn't get it off.
What? Wait, so I wonder who made it then. I wonder.
Did Hero actually make it? It wasn't his
It wasn't
handwriting.
handwriting.
It's true. It seems impossible to put the suit
I
on
wonder if
before taking
Hifumi made
off
it.
without him.
That would make
But
sense.
then why would he make it to fit Hero?
To blame Hero. They put his body in it afterwards, I bet you.
Then you really can't take it off by yourself? Hero wasn't just making it up?
Of course I wasn't making it up.
if he could have gotten it off by himself, I don't think he would have let us see him wearing it. Showing up in the suit was basically an invitation for everyone to suspect it.
Yeah, that's right.
So, it's really, really true that Robo Justice couldn't have moved the dolly?
To be clear, whoever did move the body, it couldn't have been Hero in the robot suit, correct?
No, wait. Just a second, if you please. Have you forgotten about the picture that I took? You all got a good look at it, did you not? The image of Hifumi being dragged away by Robo Justice? If whoever was in that suit is not the culprit, how do you explain that?
Doesn't look like the rec room.
Besides, do you remember what the now deceased Hifumi said? So long as those facts exist, the proper conclusion is beyond question. The individual inside the suit and the culprit are one and the same. It was Hero, without a doubt.
Yeah.
I don't buy it.
I don't either.
Right.
Hold on a second.
It's still far too early to reach that conclusion. Besides, there's no hurry to decide who did it. Before we rush to a verdict, shouldn't we explore every single possibility? Instead of seizing on one viewpoint, the truth is uncovered by analyzing things from every angle.
Perhaps, but where do we go from here?
Let's review this series of unfortunate events from the beginning. Maybe we'll uncover something new.
What a pain in the ass!
I don't disagree, but our lives are on the line. If this is what it takes, we have to do it.
Plus, maybe we'll get to find out where the heck Kyoko was when everything went down.
All right then, let's take another look back at what happened. I
Okay.
suppose we could start with this morning. 4 of us gathered together in the dining hall. Makoto, Hina, Kyoko, and myself. We waited there for quite a while, but nobody else showed up, so we went to look for everyone. That was around 8 a.m.
And as soon as we split up, Kyoko went missing.
Soon after that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room and quickly came to get Makoto and me.
It seems I was unconscious for about an hour after I was attacked by my mystery assailant. I know it was an hour because I remember being attacked a little after 7.
That was when we saw Celeste's picture and discovered that her assailant had been wearing a strange costume. As it turns out, it was Robo Justice.
I'm curious to see what Hiro has to say about the Robo Justice costume. Like, what's going on right there? Like, no, well, he's out. He's knocked out at this point, correct?
As far as I
that would
know.
have been 1 a.m.
Yeah.
It also soon became clear that this same Robo Justice had abducted Hifumi. We were soon joined in our search by Byakuya and Toko, and then went on to find Hifumi in the library. He was injured, so we took him to the nurse's office and resumed our search for the suspect. But not long after leaving the nurse's office...
When Celeste told us that, we decided to split up and search the second floor. And soon after that,
I saw someone moving around on the 3rd floor, and I yelled out to everyone as soon as I did.
But we were looking at the 2nd floor, right?
and then
We heard Hifumi.
Yep.
Wait, but Celeste was with us. So was Hifumi not dead at this point?
I don't think he was dead when he was in the nurse's office.
When he screamed and we went to run down,
Celeste,
he
Hina,
was
and
not
I
dead.
went back to the nurse's
Correct.
office. While Sakura, Byakuya,
This
and
is where we
Toko
see
chased
him
after the suspect.
laying on the floor, dead.
Right.
Quotes. Because I don't think he
When we
was.
So
got
he was
back
probably
to the
not dead at
nurse's
this point.
office, we found Hifumi, dead. And that's when we heard the body discovery announcement. I left Celeste and Hina there and headed back to the 3rd floor to let the others know what had happened.
Meanwhile, we had just discovered Taka's body in the equipment room. We must have found both bodies at almost exactly the same time. Because we heard the same announcement not long after we discovered his body.
And that's when I told you guys about Hifumi. Then the 3 of us headed for the nurse's office. But right after we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who'd arrived after us, and she told us something very surprising. We rushed back to the nurse's office and saw that she was right.
I don't think he was dead.
And we remembered
That's
we'd left
the
Toko
only way I
passed
can
out in the
work this
equipment
out.
room, so we hurried back again.
Because he couldn't have been moved on the dolly.
Correct.
So
But when we got there, we discovered that now Taka's body had also gone missing.
while we were distracted with Hifumi's body being missing, Taka's went missing.
Next thing we
Did
knew,
Hifumi
we were
run
searching the
upstairs
school for 2
and
missing
Move the
dead
body,
bodies.
and then Celeste kill him.
So yeah, so the original announcement was for Taka.
Taka's, yeah.
And after some time,
Celeste informed us that she'd found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository, which is where we rediscovered the corpses.
I think that about covers it.
I see. The whole thing sounds exceptionally complicated. It certainly seems to me that these are not a simple series of connected events.
Okay, well, if that's true, then what?
Rather than a single series of events, I think we have to consider each murder a separate situation. And from there, we can uncover the contradictions surrounding all of them. Now then, let's get started, beginning with what happened to Taka.
Contradictions hidden in what happened to Taka. In order to uncover the truth of this case, I have to find them, no matter what. Okay.
Monokuma file.
So,
Blow to the head.
regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
No.
I don't.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3, while Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
I think we need to hit. The Justice Hammers were numbered, but were they really used in
I
that
don't
order?
think so.
So, regarding
I think
Taka's-
it's.
I wonder if, or perhaps it was. We already know.
I think that's what it
order
is.
they were killed. Taka
Nope.
came last.
What makes you say
Because of
I have
the
to
numbering.
figure out what the slowdown button
Hifumi
is.
was killed with
Oh.
Justice.
That's it.
Taka's death came
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
So,
I wonder if he died.
or perhaps it was after?
We
There it
already
is.
know what order they were killed in.
No?
Shoot!
Okay. So the contradiction isn't in the order.
So, regarding Taka's death,
I wonder if, or perhaps it was. We already know what order they were killed
But
in.
we don't.
Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Oh, maybe we have to hit the.
Because
This
of
one, the
the
numbering.
of the Justice Hammers.
No?
Shoot!
Well, I mean, we've almost gone through all of them.
so,
Is this one of those ones where you have to grab the the statement and pull it out? Do you remember that from the last one?
Oh, yeah.
I wonder if, or perhaps it was. We
Alright,
already know
so what's the
Taka
last
came
option?
last. Because of
The numbering.
That Hifumi, while Taka's death,
Oh, that's all there.
Yeah.
So we've tried all the options, so we
Can
have
you
to.
grab the numbering and shoot it at the order?
I wonder if he, or perhaps it was after. We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
what makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammer.
I missed.
It's true that Hifumi was killed while Taka's death.
See? So it's obvious Taka came. So, I wonder if, or perhaps it was. We already know what order they.
Oh, wait. Oh, it doesn't save what order.
Because of the
Correct.
numbering.
It's true
Did
that
not
Hifumi,
realize
while
that.
Taka's death,
See?
You already used
So
it.
it's obvious Taka came.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
So, I wonder if.
Okay, so grab it.
We already know what order they were killed in.
Okay.
Taka came last.
what makes you say that?
There you go.
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammer.
There we go.
All right.
No, that's wrong.
But I feel like we don't have any basis to contradict that.
There's no reason to assume that the hammers were used in the same order as their numbers. If anything, that's just another way the killer tried to disguise their actions.
So you're saying the culprit wanted us to think the hammers were used in order,
I mean, that would make sense.
but in reality, Taka was killed before Hifumi? Okay then, let's see the proof.
Oh, because his glasses were wiped off. There's something that relates to the time he must have been killed. Oh, his watch. Wristwatch.
A. D.
Yeah, man.
H.
All right, that one's pretty easy.
Now I understand.
That said he was killed at 6 a.m.
I got it. Taka's wristwatch. See? Look. It broke with the hands pointing just past 6 o'clock.
And we know Hifumi was alive past 8.
Yep.
It must have gotten broken when he was attacked by the killer. Because as of last night... So if it wasn't broken after 6 last night, then he must have been attacked around 6 this morning.
And that would be his official time of death.
But if that's true, then he was killed well before Hifumi.
And before Celeste was attacked this morning, which happened around 7.
That's right. Taka was killed before any of the other incidents took place.
So I feel like Taka was the original.
Yep.
But here's the I feel like killing Hifumi after agreeing to be her accomplice doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I agree.
That simple fact slipped past all of us. We made the wrong assumption about the order of events, all because of those justice hammers.
That's exactly why the culprit wrote the numbers on each hammer and had them increase in size. That way, when we saw how they were used in each incident, we'd easily make that wrong assumption.
Now, if Taka was killed around 6, then everyone's alibis for his murder go out the window. Because when he was killed, we hadn't met up in the dining hall yet.
That may be true in the case of Taka's murder. But all of our alibis still hold true for Hifumi's death.
That's right. With him, at least, we're all safe. When we heard Hifumi screaming, we were all together. Except for Hiro and Kyoko. Then we all ran down to the nurse's office, and that's where we found his body.
That's totally true. We're all in the clear.
Oh, I know! They must have recorded him screaming on a tape or something, then played it later on!
If that's true, where's the tape?
I don't know.
Don't just go making stuff up.
Yeah, that's our job.
We all have rock-solid alibis for when we heard Hifumi scream. Since all of us were there together, clearly none of us could have killed him.
And it does not stop there. There was also the moment when we discovered his body had disappeared. When his body vanished from the nurse's office, Hina and I were in the bathroom together while everyone else was in the equipment room, correct? And then there's the disappearance of Taka's body from the equipment room. At that time, we were all gathered together in the nurse's office because of Hifumi going missing.
Oh. Because otherwise Hifumi could have been a suspect. At this, if she didn't kill Hifumi, he would have been a suspect in this. Incorrectly. But that's probably why she killed him.
Well, don't forget, I was passed out in the equipment room the whole time.
Wait, then what if Genocide Jill did it? She could have dragged Taka's body out of there right then!
Even if she could pull that off, there's no way she could have done the same with Hifumi's body. Because, as we just established, she was passed out in the equipment room when his body disappeared.
Besides, I didn't do either of them anyway.
In other words, it is impossible that any of us could have killed Hifumi or moved either of their bodies. On the other hand, Hiro and Kyoko had disappeared, so they most certainly could have done those things.
So what now, Kyoko?
For now, we can't get fixated on who did it, or we'll just keep going around in circles. So instead of who, I propose we start talking about how. In particular, I think we need to figure out how Hifumi's body got moved.
That's true. We searched everywhere, but we couldn't figure out how to explain his body disappearing. And according to what Celeste said,
Which is the same thing Aoi said.
Mm-hmm.
His body apparently disappeared in the 1 minute her and Hina took their eyes off of it. But to carry that much weight from the first floor up to the third in that short amount of time?
Oh man, yeah! There's no way! It'd be impossible!
So is it fake blood?
What if I told you there was a way to make the impossible possible?
I think it is because there was the blood in the nurse's office.
Yeah.
What? How?
If the dead body were to move itself.
Duh.
The dead body moved on its own?
That's right. There was blood in there for transfusions.
Uh-huh.
No! Not another... No!
I don't think it has anything to do with the occult. I think what she's implying is... We thought Hifumi was dead, but perhaps in reality he was still alive.
He was alive?
Are you saying Hifumi wasn't carried out of the nurse's office, but simply walked out on his own?
Starting to stand up.
But I mean, we found his body. He was dead.
I went and checked him.
Perhaps he was simply playing dead.
That it isn't possible.
The idea that Hifumi was still alive, is it really possible? Well, we're just gonna have to find out in the next episode.
We're gonna be vampires.
Hifumi's a vampire.
Right.
Oh man, so we're all dead. Wait, that's not fair then. He was already dead before it started.
Semantics.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, do please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.